We had not time for one more play.
The officials are bad.
We had one
Yo,
more.
you gotta be motherfucking
You
kidding
got
me.
to kidding me. We have no time for one more play.
You're going to get one.
What was that? We had no time for one more play.
We had an opportunity to win that game at the end.
But the referee screwed us. The brother screwed us.
I'm upset, but
The brother screwed us.
At least they fought back and tried.
only Cowboys game.
You
The brother
literally.
screwed us. The brother screwed us. We had one minute opportunity for one more play.
Dallas still stinks. Yo, by the way, King Dingbat here, and somebody screwed up my intro on that one. That file does not work well. What is going on, everybody? And welcome to another Philly 500 Offseason Cjgj Gardner-Johnson watch party. What is happening, everybody? How you guys doing? We got a lot to talk about today. Frank Meyer, what's up? Philly Nation, 307, Philly for Life, Joe Mariucci, D'Angelo, Mark, Project Baby, David, Twitzy, what's going on? Oh, man, a lot of people in here. What's going on? Arizona Eagle, what's up? Big Mix, George R. My email, Philly Wyatt, what's happening? What is going on, everybody? Let's get to business. Let's go. Boom. Now we ready. What is happening, everybody? I don't know. Somebody screwed me on that file. That file was all screwed up. Oh, I don't know what that was. That was not the right intro. What is happening, everybody? Obviously, the big news last night, what? Like after midnight for me. I'm sitting there laying in bed. I'm get ready to fall asleep. And I'm like, all right, final check, make sure nothing's going on before I fully fall asleep. And then sure enough, the Eagles signed Marcus Mariota. I'm thinking, if I don't get up out of bed and do this video now, I'm not going to be able to do it until way too late. So I had to get up, go downstairs, and did the video. But I absolutely love the signing. He was my number one guy I wanted as a backup quarterback. I think it's absolutely awesome. So what's happening with all you guys, man? I'm tired. It was a long night last night because then I couldn't go to sleep at all. Green Day for Cjgj, yes. Marcus Mariota news, I wake up, I'm like, wow. I mean, it was a good signing. I think he's the perfect guy to bring in as a backup. You don't have to change your offense a whole bunch, Bill says, I hope they sign Cjgj this weekend. The waiting is tough. I'm getting tired of the waiting. I'm getting tired of the talking about it. But I feel like the only thing we can do is wait. Like, what else can we do? But it's like, I'm about done with this, The Gabagool Eater is here. Jalen Mills. Yeah, I see a lot of people asking about Jalen Mills. Gabagool Eater, what's going on, man? What's happening? Here's my take on Jalen Mills. Would I want Jalen Mills back as a safety? I mean, would I be upset? No, I wouldn't be upset. But I don't think it's something I would pursue. I understand he was part of that Super Bowl team. I like the guy a lot. But, I mean, it just wouldn't be my priority, Why did he get released in the first place, Happy St. Patrick's Day to all you Irish out there. Joe says how he was burning the late night oil, signing after signing. Cjgj will back. Listen, man, it ain't a joke. It's like, boom, did a video, post a video, release a video, go look at the news. Holy crap, Eagles made another move. Go back, do another video, edit the video, thumbnail the video, post the video, more news. Then I got like a few hour break with before Mariota, and then I was up all night. I was like literally up all night because I couldn't go back to sleep. How am I feeling about Miles Jack? I don't mind that. I would be interested in that. Miles Jack, I like him. Unless there's something underlying, like like he's hurt or something. Like, why did the Steelers cut him? Yeah, we wait on CJ, keep changing his Twitter. And oh, my gosh. He puts a thumbnail on with Eagle stuff. He's retweeting Bengal stuff. It's like, dude, what is going on? Here's my take. I feel like this. I feel like the Eagles are going to sign him within the next 24 to 48 hours. I feel like everything's quiet right now because they had to get Darius Slay stuff done. Then they wanted to wrap up Mariota, and I think CJ falls into place. I think it's going to be like a one-year deal. Like, I think he's going to want prove-it money. That's what I think. A lot of safeties are getting signed. I think that's good for us, CJ. It is great for us. It is. Yeah, Mills is only 28. That's true, but it's just not the biggest priority for me. He saved the past $6 million. But they thought the $6 million was more valuable than the player. That's kind of how I look at it. I don't know. I mean, I like Jalen Mills, but it's not, I don't know. It's not like getting Brian Dawkins back in his prime. Howie caught me off guard big time last night. Yeah, big time. Philly White says, Philly, the Leprechauns will give the Eagles good luck today and will sign Cjgj. After all, today is St. Patty's Day. Yes, it is. To all my potato eaters out there, I can't speak Irish accent. A fellow potato eater. What is that from Breaking Bad? Green Goblin, I'm good either way. If they want to bring him back, that's great. But otherwise, I could go somewhere else. Larry says 500. I feel that half the dudes out on the free agency list are guys we won 2-3 years ago, like Yannick and Miles Jack. Yeah, ain't that something? Marcus Mariota. Let me tell you, Marcus Mariota is one of the reasons I started a YouTube channel. Like, the whole situation with Marcus Mariota coming to Philly, like, I was sitting there, and it was really, like, nobody to talk to. I needed to vent because I was a big, I wanted more Mariota. I thought Mariota with Chip Kelly was going to be good, and I was, dude, you thought I was nuts. You think I'm nuts now about, Bijan Robinson? Dude, I was obsessed with getting Mariota because I hated Stinkford. Just lost 1,000 in blackjack, but you changed my mood immediately. Go Birds! I'm glad that I could change your mood. I'm sorry you lost 1,000, man. Brandon says Philly 5. If we were signed Cjgj, how do you see the Eagles filling their linebacker hole in the draft? Pause. I think that you got Nakobe Dean. I think Bobby Wagner could be in play. Now I would really like that, but I think they'll probably get a guy like Wagner. They'll probably draft somebody. And listen, do they want to give Davion Taylor an opportunity? Do they believe he can play? And what's going on? There she is. Where you been? Good to see you. At least we have a backup quarterback that's not statue. I agree. Fidel Cashflow says, Phil, you didn't answer my question. I'm sorry, I didn't see the question. I didn't see it. He said, would you get Jalen Mills a safety? It wouldn't be my first priority. If the Eagles did it, I would be okay with it, but I would look elsewhere. To be honest with you, I would see you got Blankenship still, right? You bring CJ Gardner-Johnson back. I wouldn't mind drafting another guy, but I don't know. I mean, I don't think Jalen Mills is a Pro Bowl safety right now. It's not like you're getting Brian Dawkins back as prime. So to me, it's like, it's a feel-good move. But John Michael says 500. CJ needs to stop playing, come back. Man, he needs to get this thing over with. I'm telling you, man. You're repeating what? What are you repeating, Sean? Sometimes Sean says this shit that I just want to stone cold stun his ass. Chico, what up, my man? How is this safety class in this year's draft? I haven't done enough research yet. Give me about 2 weeks. Who do the Cowboys sign? They're making no noise. They're gonna go after Odell Beckham Jr., I think. Mavis says, okay, now you don't want to fire him. Safety market's getting lower and lower. That's good news for the Eagles. Yeah, I mean, there were reports last night that the Bengals had kind of talked to Cjgj, and I think you're going to see teams try to get him on a one-year deal. To me, if he's going to take a short-term deal to prove himself, go back to the Eagles. There you have Darius Slay. You have, Bradbury. The more Cjgj gets, the less money he gets. Clock is ticking. I think he's going to do. I think he's going to do a one-year deal. I really do. True Alpha Noob says, at this point, I'm ready to give up Cjgj at this point. Kind of seems like he doesn't actually want to come back. He's just trying to get the most money he can get, and he might not. He might just want to go where the money is. These guys that you get that don't come necessarily from, your organization, sometimes it's all about the money. But I don't know that that's the case with him. He's a free agent. It's not like if Cjgj Gardner-Johnson was holding out or he was under contract, then I would be a little more annoyed. I'm just tired of waiting for it to happen. I want to get this thing over with. Vigilant says, hey, 500, what's the status? Status of Sayamalu has been quiet. I've heard nothing. I've heard no teams talk to him. I've heard nothing at all. Don't fire him. We won't fire him. I think Cjgj wants to come back after how we've told. I think he probably wouldn't mind. But obviously, I think he wants money. He's just trying to get the best deal. I don't think the safeties are getting as much money. Poyer didn't get a lot of money, did he? And then I saw the Giants lost Love, which they should be happy for. He should pay somebody to play safety because he stinks. Safety market is weak. It is. I could see Cjgj Gardner-Johnson coming back on like a one-year deal. North Philly Meach, he says, I'm just waiting for the signing of Philadelphia Eagles' new running back, King Henry. I don't know. I don't know that they're going to go out and get Henry now. Like, I think that the fact that they went out and they got Penny, I don't see them trading for Henry. I see them drafting a running back. As much as Dan Sully's getting roasted, you may be the last guest he ever gets. Dude, he'll have Merrill Reese, Michael Irving, Ice Cube. What do you mean? Dude, here's a interesting comment. Please stop begging him. We Eagles don't beg nobody. You tripping, homie. Every video lately from you begging. Dude, you know what begging is? Do you know what it is? Do you know how to beg? Do you know how people beg? Do you see somebody take a knee? I don't know what planet you're on. Like, literally, like, where do you come up with begging? Having conversations and discussing something is not begging. Sometimes you guys come up with the stupidest shit, man. Some people come up with the stupidest line, begging. I don't even think you can't even know what that actually means if you use that word. Wisconsin Eagle fan, he says almost 500 people watching, only 96 likes. Come on, only 96 likes. Jeez. Don't make me have to get what's his face? What is his name? I can't even find it. Frank. Yeah, don't make Frank Gray have to beg for likes. Skid Marks, they have a super chat, my man. He goes, whoever they pick in the first, they must start. Well, I mean, it doesn't always work that way, but I mean, at this point in time, I gotta think they're going defensive line. No, I gotta think they're going defensive line. Would you give up a second for Henry? No, I wouldn't give up a second for Henry. I would have given up a third. I'm more interested in drafting my running back now. I think once you signed Penny, it kind of took the idea of getting Henry away. I still think Henry would be good for like 1 year deal. That would have been cool. This isn't the Jalen Mills that left the Eagles 3-4 years older. Yeah, I just think, yeah, Wisconsin Eagles with 500 people, 96 like home peeps. Show love them. There you go. Q, what's going on, man? Philly CJ comes back. Are we done until the draft, or you think you can afford more? I think Howie will obviously do something. I think you could see like a free agent linebacker. You may see a third wide receiver. I don't think it'll be much. I think it'll tweak some things here and there. But no, I think the big moves come in the draft. I do think they're going to be aggressive in the draft, and I do think they're going to make some surprising picks that are going to be pretty big. That if we like running backs, we're going to be very happy. Philly fan A2 says, I think it's clear after free agents be picked up, we're going to after defensive lineman and a running back in the first 2 picks. Yeah, I mean, you technically could still draft a corner, right? Like I know you got corners, but I mean, would it be a bad idea if you took a corner? I'm just throwing out there. Like, let's say you got a corner in the first round. Is it a bad idea to have them learn over, behind Slay and Bradbury for a few years? It's not necessarily a bad thing. Preferably, you want somebody to start. The question to me about the whole 10 pick is Jalen Carter. Like, will he drop to 10 or close? And if so, would the Eagles take him? Or did he do enough to scare them off? Or, what would happen with that? Because he would be a tremendous talent. Niners still crying from the beating. Absolutely. We don't need DeAndre Hopkins. Our team's still crying. The 49ers are still crying? Absolutely. Oh, look at this. Frank Gray says, I don't care what you're saying. Go tickle his balls. You want me to go tickle a man's balls? I think you're on the wrong channel. I think you want some only accounts. There's a lot of accounts, a lot of people you could go watch tickling balls. Why you would even say that word to me? That's a little suspect, man. The last thing I would say is I want to see another man tickle another man's balls. Oh, come on, man. What's up with that? I think Frank's got some. I think Frank's a little confused here. He don't even know what begging is. What's up, Loyalty? I like that name, Loyalty. Big Mix is what, 500. Got off work early to go. Let's go Eagles. Awesome, man. I'm on lunch break. Let's see. Howie's waiting on AK calculating the calculations with the restructuring of Lane to get the money freed up to sign Cjgj. Maybe. I mean, they have not restructured Lane's contract yet. That's $10 million. But I don't think they're going to need it. I really don't know if CJ Gardner-Johnson is going to take a long-term deal. He might wait. Yeah, definitely pause. I sent you a super chat. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, I see it here. My bad. I totally missed it. King of Kings, every super chat. He goes, we got players back, but our coaches are going to coach. Well, that's the question. I think with Gannon gone, I have hope in Desai. I like what we did at offensive coordinator. I think we'll be okay. Joe says, Philly CJ comes back. Are we done until draft? I think I answered that. No, I think we'll tweak it a little bit, but we're probably anything big until the draft. Yeah, I got to catch up to these. Tom says, hello from Youngstown, Ohio, 500. What kind of business are you in? I'm in the begging business, apparently. Yeah, that's what I'm in. I work for a chemical distributor, and I sniff chemicals all day, as you can tell. Let's see. 500, do you want Jalen Mills back? I'm neutral with Jalen Mills as safety. I don't. If he comes back, great. If he doesn't come back, fine. I like Jalen Mills, but I mean, I don't think he's a good enough safety that we need to go out and make it happen. Desai operates a 3-4 defense. Who are linebackers if he keeps that scheme? Well, he's going to run the same scheme that they ran last year, is what they said. So they're going to need linebackers. I mean, obviously you have your pass rushing linebackers like Hassan Reddick, but you're right, they're going to need one. I think they may need multiple. I think the question I have about the linebackers is, Do they still have any faith in Davion Taylor? Is he in the plans? Do they draft a linebacker somewhat early? And what, do they go in free agency and get another guy? But they're going to have to address linebackers. The question is where are they going to do it? I like the Greedy Williams move. I think it's a good move, like depth-wise, yeah. Wasn't there a coach in the car with Carter? How much blame do you put on the kid? The law says minimum. Are we talking about the Carter? I mean, he was driving reckless and he was speeding. They're misdemeanors. He got his crime. I mean, he's got his punishment, and that's it. I don't think there's been any other charges. It's misdemeanor, reckless driving, and speeding. He didn't contest it, and we move on. I mean, it's not like he's going to go to jail or something. Zoe Sports Radio says, yo, back at it with the Howie roasted. You heard Joe Banner say himself, they don't pay anyone in defense except for defensive line. So look forward to another jump from Howie to get Jalen Carter. I could see that. I definitely can see that. Anyways, as far as Eagles news go, Phil, you think we should go sign Jalen? I do not. I don't want to say I do. I don't think it should be a priority. I don't think it should be a priority. Let's see here. Give me Bijan and Kancey, and we're set. I like it. Yeah, I definitely like that. Man, you Niners are still Niners all day, man. You're still crying about the NFC Championship. Listen, you got Javon Hargrave. That was a great get for you guys. I think it was great. Who do we take at 10? I'm gonna say I'm gonna take a chance on Jalen Carter. Stop, Cat. My cat wants to go make babies. Let me see. Stay in SEC out. Yes, absolutely. Bijan looking like the next Le'Veon Bell. I saw him compared to who was he compared to? Edgerrin James. I saw somebody comparing him to Edgerrin James. I thought that was a pretty interesting comparison. Brian says, I heard an interesting discussion today on Isaac. As the days go by and the market has been quiet, could Howie perhaps bring him back? Stoutland, Lane, and Kelsey all love him, and he was a pro. I think if you could get Sayamalu back on a cheap deal, do it. You never can have enough offensive linemen. That's what I always say. I'm gonna have to move this cat. Hold on one second. Let me get something here for you guys to watch while I gotta move this cat. It's freaking out. It's trying to go mate. I don't want to have more kittens. Hold on one second.
Seven minutes and 8 seconds left to go. Ball on the 47, 3rd and 4. CD in motion. Dak is back. Little pressure. Interception.
Oh, my God.
Can I get a big pick six?
That's good.
What the fuck?
Wow, we lost.
Oh my God!
So we're not going to the playoffs then? Was that what that means?
Yeah, we just didn't clinch this week. Yeah.
Oh, we just didn't clinch this week. Oh, okay.
God dang it, Kellen Moore!
Hey, bro.
Kellen Moore!
Hey.
Dak?
Can I get a big pick six?
Noah Brown.
Noah Brown?
Noah Brown. He's not good enough. I did think he was going to get a catch there.
But he did score 2 touchdowns.
He's just not good enough, bro. Like
I got to see that play again.
Which I don't understand
Pick
why.
six.
Which I don't understand why.
he dropped the fucking ball.
He dropped the ball.
Y'all, bro.
Noah Brown dropped it.
He dropped the ball.
Which why I don't understand why.
Prescott back to pass. He's looking, throws. Intercepted. Oh, intercepted. Return to 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown. Game over. Jags win on a pick six. All right, sorry about that. I had to take care of this cat. Let's see here. Let's catch up. So how are you guys feeling about the Mariota pick? One, if you signing. One, if you like it, and 2, if you don't like it. Ryan Ellis says, if Gardner-Johnson re-signed, Philly 500 is about to hit the Hoyt rerun into the moon. I'll be very happy. I will say this, though. In regards of the Cjgj Gardner-Johnson, at least we got Bradbury back. So that helps like soften the blow, you know? Yeah, a lot of ones. Expensive. Yeah, well, what was he? $8 million? It's not that bad for backup. What's a normal backup go? Usually don't they go for like around 10? There you go. Yeah, a lot of ones. Let me make sure I didn't miss any channel membership milestone things. We good to go. Let's see. Joel says Cowboys going to draft Don Keebles from Morehead State. I wonder what the Cowboys are going to do. I assume they're going to go after what's his face, Odell Beckham Jr. Right? Because they really, to me, the Cowboys haven't done anything yet. Big Pig says CJ is not a proven safety. 1 year not enough for the bag. Jesse Bates Von Bell earned the bag over the years. He needs to do it again this year to get his bag. Right, exactly, Big Picket. And that's why I think that the best case scenario for him is maybe to take a 1 year deal. Like come back to the Eagles on a 1 year prove it deal or a 2 year deal and then prove that you can play there. That's the best case scenario. And if he's going to take a short-term deal, which it sounds like he's open to now, the best place to go is Philly. You've played there already. You know people there. You're used to being there. And you have Darius Slay and Bradbury at corner. I think Cjgj Gardner-Johnson's an Eagle within the next 48 hours. Danny says back again to say no reason at all to take Robinson, best player for the Birds, to dominate. Back again to say no reason at all not to. I'm sorry, I read that wrong. I agree. I totally agree. Why not take him? I think the Eagles are going to do something like that. Like I feel like something big's coming in the draft that's going to shock everybody. You know, and I think it's going to be on the offensive side of the ball. I would have loved to see him in Chip's offense in Philly. We're talking about Mariota. I actually think that if Mariota, let's say a team like Kansas City drafted him, like a team with a good coach, like that could develop a quarterback. I think if Mariota goes to the right coach, I think Mariota's a star in this league. I think he went to Tennessee and he wasn't developed right. And then he had injuries and things like that. I actually like Mariota. I think as a backup, I think it's a great move. You know, a lot of people, I'm surprised at the amount of people who really want to bring Jalen Mills back. Like, that's a big deal. Like, to me, I like Jalen Mills. I appreciate everything he did. It's not a priority to bring him as a safety. I don't even know if he's that good of a safety. I've heard some rumors that he's not interested, but who knows? Dallas has to get another receiver. Like, to me, they have to improve their offense. Their defense has got better with, I thought, Gilmore. I thought that was a good trade for them, but their offense is where they got a problem. Joshua, thank you for super chat, my man. Appreciate it. Says, you behind the Jalen Mills hype? If we don't get CJ, by the way, love you, man. Love what the Birds have done, and Mariota upgrades backup. Agreed about Mariota. Love you too. And I would say probably I'm not on the Jalen Mills hype train. I'm neutral. I'm not against it, but I'm not like actively pushing for it. You know, I don't know that he's that good of a safety that, you know, it's not like he's similar. That's kind of a dramatic drop off from Cjgj Gardner-Johnson to him. CJ going to come back. We're going to be prime at then time pretty much all season. Biggest auditioning stage. I agree with you. Bro, you have at least amount of Super Bowls in your division, you guys. I don't, who cares? I don't know. I don't know what to say. You 49er fans got to stop looking in the past. You're becoming like the Cowboys. You don't want to be like the Cowboys. You don't want to look in the past all the time. You got more Super Bowls. Great. That's awesome. Good job. You've got all them Super Bowls. Great. But what have you done for me lately? That's what I want to know. Hopkins probably wants to go anywhere Kyler isn't, right? Let's trade for DJ Watt's not going to go anywhere. Rakeem says, What's up, Philly? I think we have to take Bijan with the second pick somehow. I would hate for the Giants or the Cowboys to get him. I agree. I was looking at it, right? 20, I think 24 is the Jaguars. Then you have the Giants and the Cowboys. Cowboys fans want Bijan Robinson. So why not jump them, trade with Doug Peterson at 24, go up and take Bijan Robinson? Swallow says, Philly 5, I'm curious. You should make a poll on which running back Eagles choose. Gibbs, Robinson, or neither. All right, let's do a poll right now. Let's do it right now. Why wait? I think that's a good poll. Which I'm doing it right now. Stop, crazy cat. All right, so I asked the poll. I asked, I created it. It's up there. Here's what it says. It says, which running back would you want the Eagles to draft? And it's Robinson, Gibbs, or other. Ruben says, please no Jalen Mills. Yeah, I'm neutral. How good was Jalen Mills last year as a safety? Richie M says, just as a backup plan, I think Mills is a low cost, and his tweet says he's interested. If you saw it, yeah, I saw that his tweet said it. Like I said, I'm neutral either way. My priority is to get Cjgj Gardner-Johnson back. Then as soon as I get Cjgj back, then I want to switch gears and try to see if I get Bobby Wagner in for a year. That's my plan. Win or lose, I would rather be an Eagles fan than a fake Niners Cowboys fan. Worst fan base ever. Fake wannabe, says James. Thing is, I never had issues with the 49er fan base at all. Like they hated Dallas. We hate Dallas. I can respect that. I respect what they did. But, man, after the NFC Championship game, just the amount of excuses. Oh, man. NBA Tate, thank you for Super Chat, my man. Grady is ass. That's why they cut his ass. It's a backup corner. He's a backup. James says, I don't go to other team sites because I don't give a shit. Freaking losers, pathetic. There you go. Frank says, how about you pull these nuts? What do you want me to talk about? Mark Holmes? You want me to Mark Holmes? Yeah. Frank, I only imagine who you could be. Oh, but I think I know. Texas boy says, Philly, why do y'all that when you can get him for 10, him at 10, now you're all scared? Wait, what? What are we talking about, Texas boy? Texas boy, if you're talking about Robinson, I've never said take him at 10. I literally never said that. The only thing I've ever said about 10 is if the Eagles did do it, I wouldn't be upset, but I wouldn't prioritize it. Lions Den, what's going on, my man? How are you? What happened to your Philly hats? Which hats? Which ones? Are you talking about my Phillies hat or my Philly hats in general? Steven says 500. I probably now hate the Niners as much as Cowboys. I don't hate them that much, but man, I never saw that they got a little Dallas in them, How would you feel about Brian Branch at first if we trade down from 10 to 16 range? We'd have 2 elite safeties, assuming we get CJ. I like him. I do. I definitely like him. The whole trade down from 10, I'm not interested though. I guess I shouldn't say that. Like, I don't want to trade down from 10. But if you're going to tell me what the compensation is and who we get, then maybe I would change my mind. But I'm not interested in that. I want one of the top 10 players in the draft. Side note, people, can we get a like spike? Where are we at with likes? We got 232 likes. I don't even know how many people we have in here. We have 750 people in this thing. Yeah, hit that like button. Let's get up to like 400 likes. 400 likes. I will not be streaming as long today. Pause. Just because I got a lot of things going on. But I'm gonna try to start making an afternoon stream or a lunch stream more often during the week. I'm trying to work some things out where that can be a permanent fixture for me to come and like do an hour or so. But we'll see. Yesterday I got in trouble though because I did like a 2-hour stream. Went back to work and they weren't happy. Do I want Jalen Carter at 10? Kind of. I'm a little concerned about the pro day stuff. That bothers me a little bit. But if the Eagles do their due diligence and they feel comfortable enough to get him at 10, I would take him. I mean, listen, if you got Jalen Carter at 10, right, and he lives up to what you think he can be, you're getting maybe the best player in the draft. Now, if I can get Jalen Carter at 10 and then I can find another way to get Bijan Robinson, I got 2 of the top five players in the draft. Time for Zeke McPherson to play as a backup. Yeah, time for him to rise up too. CJ Davis says 500. What does you think about Steele's comment about the big play Slay? Which comment was it? I was actually think I was on that day. You gotta remind me, man. I'm so bad with these things. Like I don't follow these Twitter beefs and stuff. Like I really don't. What was it that he said that the Eagles didn't want him? I remember that. Obviously that I don't think that was true. But if there was something else, you have to fill me in what happened. I think Blankenship should stay at safety. Oh, your Philly hat says merch. What happened was, I having problems with the people making my merchandise. Just like the quality wasn't good, and they never had the right colors and stuff. And I didn't want to put my name on it. I didn't want to sell that to people. So I pulled everything, and now I'm looking for new. Well, I'm actually working with somebody right now. So you'll see merchandise start to be reintroduced at some point. You're talking to Bijan. You said jump the Cowboys to get 24 to get him. Yeah. Well, I don't want to get him with my 10th pick, Texas boy. I would like to take him. I'd like to take a defensive player first. See, I think the value is Robinson dropping because of the position he plays. So to me, the perfect scenario is take him with your second first-round pick and then still come away with a starter on defense. Numerous of Flip is a fan I like for. Thank you. Rob says, linebacker defensive tower, defensive end with the 10th pick, Gibbs at our 30th pick. Yes, I agree. I'm going to be honest. If you said who do I think is the most likely guy the Eagles are going to get in the first round, I really think it's Cjgj. His name just every time I hear his name, I just can see the Eagles drafting him. I just got a feeling Cjgj is going to end up an Eagle. The Eagles don't have that cakewalk-ass schedule, thank God. Yeah, we're still going to win 12, 13 games. The Eagles don't need to draft a running back in first round. No, they don't. They don't need to. But that's the beautiful thing about about what this team is they can do it. They still can do it. Just imagine how good. They always say, hey, if you put our great, if you put an average running back with our great offensive line, he's going to have a good year. What if you put a great running back behind a great line? I think you got something special. I think we'll get Bijan. Imagine the Penny and Bijan duo. we would be even more. It would be awesome. It would be awesome. And I would like the way that Rajon, and then you throw in Kenny Gainwell and Boston Scott. I think it would be great. I can't imagine that much free time to go and sit and troll other families all day, right? Shut up, Philly 500. Okay. If I shut up, then who's going to talk? Who's going to talk? I watched a little bit yesterday. I haven't watched that much, though. I will at some point. Probably this weekend I will. Jonathan Cook, David Super Chat, my man. Shout out to you. He goes, hey, what do you think about Isaac coming back? I would love Isaac Seumalo back for the right price, right? The only question I have is, what do you do with Jurgens? Like, is the plan to keep Jurgens at right, put him at right guard this year, or you let him sit back and be center for another year? I could do that. If Seumalo and the price is right, do it. I still don't think it'll happen, but I am a little shocked that he's still in the market. Alex says, hey, Philly, a Panthers fan here. Any pros or cons you can tell me about Miles? Not really too sure what ups and downs are with him. Big thumbs up, brother. Hit that like button. Oh, thank you, Alex. Congratulations on getting Miles Sanders. I'm a big Miles Sanders fan. What I'll say about Miles is this. I'll give you the cons first, get him out of the way. He does fumble sometimes a little too much. It's been a problem in the past. He was much better with that this past year. And then he gets a little nicked up too much. Like, I think he gets a little banged up too much, To me, those are really the big things. The good things about him, good kid, great guy. You're not going to have to worry about any bull crap. Then I would say this. You're getting one of the few players in the NFL that can take a ball at any point or any part of the field and take it all the way. Miles is explosive. He has breakaway ability, and he has a lot left in the tank. Like, he was underused with the Eagles. He was underused at Penn State. He's got a lot left. Not a lot of wear and tear on him, and he's very, very explosive. You got yourselves a hell of a player. You're going to be very happy with him. He's going to have a big year for you guys, and yeah, I miss him. I do. I don't feel like we used him right, especially on third down. I think you guys will take advantage of that. Frank Reich, Deuce Staley. Yeah, you should be very excited. That's what I'll say. I hope that's good. I hope that's what you wanted to hear. Did Jalen Carter have a pro day down in Georgia? How did he do? It wasn't good. He came in. He was 9 pounds heavier. They said he couldn't finish the drills. He was getting tired. It was very disappointing pro day, and he may drop. He may be at 10 when the Eagles pick because of it. Antonio for Jack Johnson from Texas A&M. There you go. Not bad at all. David says, hey, man, just found your channel recently. Love listening to your takes of things. Love the passion. Keep up the awesome work. Gilbert. David Myers, shout out to you, man. This is for you. Thank you. Appreciate that, man. Shout out to you. He said Slay was begging and called him a pussy. Nah, I don't like that. No. I don't like that. But he just said it out of the clear blue. Was there interaction? Were they fighting? What's the context of it? But no, I don't know why he's fighting with Slay. It's crazy. See, Cilio knows what he's doing. He's basically trolling, and he knows that he'll get a reaction. Bad, good, whatever. You're gonna get a reaction. I listen to during the course of the day at work, so I'll listen to people's live streams, right? Every live stream to talk about Dan Cilio. So he's getting exactly what he wants, He's smart. He knows what he's doing. Always been tremendously nice to me, though. Father, are you ready to see rotation on defense that includes Barnett? Oh, no. No, Barnett's coming back, isn't he? I forgot about him. I would like Barnett. Maybe we could package Barnett in a trade. I have to go see what his salary is and stuff. Parks is fighting. You better get back to work. Yeah, I know. Soon, my friend, soon. I got in trouble yesterday. No updates on Cjgj. Philly, your hat is awesome. Eagles need to bring that old insignia. Can't wait for the Kelly Green jersey. I have older names in Cjgj, but need a present day player in Philly. I know. Oh yeah, older player name. Yeah, me too. Yeah, me too. I mean, I've been going through this whole throwback kick where I haven't bought any new players' jerseys. First one I'm getting is Devontae Smith. That's my first Kelly Green jersey. Then, if CJ comes back, I'll do him unless it's 1 year pause. Other than that, it's going to be Reddick. No news on CJ, no. Joel Martell says, I'd love to see Devin Allen this year. Me too. That would be great. I would absolutely love it. Joshua, thank you for super chat. He goes, what do you think we go D-line first pick, then another draft day trade for another receiver, and then trade of Watkins to get some sort of picks back? So you want to do another draft day trade of a receiver? I think most likely we go defensive line with the first pick. I really think the second pick is either going to be a trade back and out of the first round, or it's going to be a running back. That's what I think it'll be. JS says he's not replying to me. It's the first tweet I've seen of yours. Let's see. That's the first one I've seen, JS. I haven't seen nothing else. I think Howie trades the 30th for a second rounder this year, and then I could totally see Howie trading that second first round pick. I can see it. We got 725 people in the chat. Thank you guys so much for being here. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that like button. More importantly, make sure you subscribe. Things are kind of quiet right now. I have a feeling the Eagles are they're working the phones, they're working it. Maybe we'll get a Eagles signed Cjgj Gardner-Johnson. That would be nice. I would absolutely love it if the Eagles draft Bijan Robinson with their second pick in the first round. The Eagles do not draft running backs in the first round. Why would they do it now? Please explain. Okay, so I would say this. Here's my argument with it. The reason why the Eagles would do it this year is for a couple reasons. The first reason is they're so close to going back to the Super Bowl by getting a guy like Bijan Robinson to make your running backs even better, a guy that would fit what they want to do more. It would score 30 points a game, and it would greatly increase your chances to get back. Secondly, I say that the reason they might do it this year is because the trend in the NFL is to not take running backs early. Do not take running backs in the first round. We hear that all the time. Do not give running backs second contracts. Well, Howie Roseman has said on multiple occasions, when you do what everybody else is doing, you fall behind. The idea is to find the value in the opposite of what everybody's doing, because that's where value rises. We're talking about a Bijan Robinson who really is probably a top 5 talent in the whole draft. But because of the position he plays, he's going to fall much later than that. Well, if you're Howie, you see the value in the fact that if you go against the grain, you're now getting a top 5 player in the draft. That's why I think he could do it. That would be my logic to it. What do you think? Let me see here. I'm trying to catch up. S. Marie the Booth, what's happening? I keep seeing 49ers crap. Let's see. A Zeke fan, Zeke's going to cry. Where's Zeke going to end up? That's a great question. It looks like most of the defense is still in place. No, yeah. Somehow it happened, and I think it's a good thing. Hargrave's a big minus, of course, but getting Bradbury back is huge. Joseph, what's going on, man? How are you? Bijan don't fit everybody. Knows hurts the running back. Just look at Sanders out the door. Sanders different kind of running back, though. I don't think Sanders wasn't drafted by Nick Sirianni. A different kind of running back. I think Bijan Robinson would fit what they want. And the reason I say it is if you look at the two running backs Sirianni did bring in, they're both pretty much the same exact size as Bijan Robinson. Nobel says, trade back from 10, no more than 23, get a future first or add more draft picks this year, take Branch or Robinson. I mean, that's one way to do it. I really would like to keep that first pick at 10 and just take the best player on the board. Let's say it says, if Bijan falls 26, that's the Cowboys. Yeah, but we won't allow that to happen. The Eagles will jump up and take him before that. I like Rob Over. I like Blankenship. I think he's good. Yeah. Best player available could be Bijan. Yeah, you're right. That's true. Jay Cox says, get them likes up from my man over. Yes. Get them likes up. What do we got? 345? Let's get over 400 likes. We need over 500 likes. And if you're new, hit that like and make sure you subscribe. We had a video out early, like middle of the night. I put a video out. It was Mariota. Then we got this stream. And then we'll see. We'll see about a video tonight. We'll see if there's something to talk about. Logan says, how are you, 500? You're the best. Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate you. Does Howie get Bobby Wagner? I want him to. I'm going to say no. But I want him to. Nope. All's quiet on the CJ front. The quiet before the storm. Quiet before it goes down. It's going to go down soon, The Eagles have enough cap space to bring CJ and play in the drafts. They will restructure to make more cuts to get under the cap, just like they did last year and the year before. Oh yeah, I'm not worried about that. The one thing I'm not worried about is how he manipulating the cap in order to get more money and things like that. That's the one thing he does good, Question says Gibbs is better than Bijan. I like both the guys. I have Robinson higher, but I respect that you like Gibbs more. Either one of those guys, I'm totally okay with. Ruben Ortiz says 500. I'm from Puerto Rico. I just want to let you know that I love what you do, and thanks for all the news. Keep informed on everything my Eagles. Thank you, man. Shout out to you, man. I truly, truly appreciate that. I really do. Caleb says, I love your videos. I've been a big fan of yours. My favorite YouTuber. I've been an Eagles fan since 2016 Carson Wentz rookie year. Hey, Caleb, Fly Eagles Fly. Thank you so much, man. That is nice of you to say. I appreciate that. Johnny Blaze of Madden. You play Madden, Johnny Blaze? I'm gonna have to play you in Madden. I have to whip that ass. It's like I stink. Gibbs to the Eagles with a run style makes sense. I like Gibbs. I do. I really think that the Eagles want to get away from some of the smaller backs. Trey Sermon, 5'11", 215. Penny, 5'11", 220. Bijan Robinson, 6 foot, 220. He's right where they want. I'll take Gibbs too. Gibbs wouldn't be bad either. If you could get a guy like you got Rashad Penny, right? He could stay healthy, and then let's say with the 30th pick you take Gibbs. I would love that 1-2 punch at running back. Would not at all be upset. No, not at all. Yeah, Gibbs after the catch is good. Although I think Bijan, I think his receiving game is overlooked. Mills or Maddox. I don't want Maddox as safety. Maddox is a slot corner. He's got to stay there, and I don't want Mills as safety. If they bring him back, fine. If they don't bring him back, I don't care. It's not like I'm getting Brian Dawkins. I don't even know how good Mills is at safety at this point in his career. He got cut by New England, right? What do y'all think, Gree? I think Gree is a good backup depth defensive back. A good backup with a lot of upside. And who knows? Maybe he gets healthy, stays healthy a while. Maybe he can develop. I think he's a good depth piece. I mean, who are your backup corners? McPherson and Job. I don't think they could count on him. So I thought it was a good move. Ron says, we're going to go defensive tackle off the line first. I think with the first pick for sure. I really think that second first might be a running back. So you didn't say pause after that. My bad. Isaiah says, what's up, Key? What is that? Zach coming in second round. I like him. I actually got a Philly Reacts coming on him. He'll be one of the first 3 ones I do for my channel memberships. CJ gonna sign or what? Given high blood pressure, I know. I'm so sick of dealing with it and talking about it. I really just want this thing to end, but I don't know. I have a feeling that it's very quiet right now. That I think we're going to see something within the next day or two. I really do. And I personally think it's going to be like Cjgj Gardner-Johnson signs a 1-year deal or a 2-year deal. Maybe he signs a 2-year deal with an option or something like that. But I think the Eagles are going to get him back. The longer this goes, the better chances are we get him back. You're surprised no linebacker? Nah, it's too. The Eagles don't value linebackers enough. I think they make a play for Bobby Wagner after Cjgj Gardner-Johnson's done. Maddox made a glass, though. Yeah, it pisses me off, too. He's hurt, too. I know. It's true. It's true. Drew Johnson, sub 500 hope balls. Well, thank you, man. All is good. How are you? 500, what would you do if we get rid of the automatics for a rookie corner draft? If we get rid of automatic, like who? Like what do you mean by that? Automatics. Who? Weather says, you are the man 500. Banks are failing and Bitcoin is pumping. I got my Bitcoin. I don't have that much Bitcoin, but I got other stuff. Banks are failing. I just put like 2 weeks ago, I just put like $2,000 cash in the bank. I wish I never did. I would have kept, if I knew all this bank stuff was going on, I would have kept it out. Radiation Boss David, super chat, my man. Shout out to you. He goes, it's important we get the best possible player and not trade back this year. I don't see us drafting in the top half for a few years. I want Robinson. Yeah, I agree. I think at 10, it's important to stay, especially when you're talking 4 quarterbacks coming off of the top 10, right? So you're essentially getting a 6th best overall talent in the draft, non-quarterback. So I think at 10, I think you go defense. But 30, I think the play is to get 30 and move up and get Robinson. I think you're right. I think you need Robinson. Robinson is a stud. He's going to be very, very good in this league. Behind the best offensive line in football, he could be nasty. The Eagles will score over 30 points a game. And I think you'll have him tied for 5 years. I think that would be the best case scenario. My email said 5. We were on one drive away. Yeah, one drive away. One bad call. That bad call doesn't take place. The Eagles get the ball back with what, like 147, something like that. 140 left with one timeout. They're going to win the game. Eagles would have gone and won the Super Bowl. I have no doubt in my mind. D-Lock says, how do you feel about Greedy Williams and Marcus? I like it. I like it. Marcus Mariota was the quarterback I wanted as a backup going into the offseason. I thought he fits their system perfect. So if Hurts is out, you don't have to change everything. And then Greedy Williams, I think, is a good young corner who has upside still. That's a great depth piece. I like it. I thought they were great, So you should have a separate channel and talk crypto. That would be fun. I would like that. Shiba, it's just sitting there. Joe says, I would be shocked. I have to check my Shiba today, though. Where's my phone? I'll check it. I would be shocked if CJ doesn't sign back, especially because I thought he was going to be signed immediately. I'm not worried by him simply because he's still not signed. Yeah, I agree. I'm not worried. I think he'll sign. I thought he would have been signed long ago, and I think it helps us the longer this thing goes. But I also feel like we can't focus on anything else until this gets done. Like, it's hard to focus on, okay, linebacker, who's out there, what, third wide receivers are. Like, I can't focus on any of it until we get him taken care of. Cowboys are looking dead. What's so good about the Cowboys? What did the Cowboys do so good? They got Stephon Gilmore. Okay, but who are your receivers? Oh, look who it is. It's Joseph Vega. Where the hell you been? We've been looking for you. We've been scouring the clock towers. We've been looking for you. He says, "Hey, run, fat man, run. How's the diet going? Rerun." So I pivoted away from keto. I'm no longer doing keto. It's too much of it's too hard to go on and off of it. So I'm now doing like my old fashioned when I used to lift a lot and I was ripped and I was jacked. Pause. I went back to the high protein diet, cut out all sugars and crap like that. No eating late, I'm doing good, and so far it's like 8 pounds. So it's slow, but it's working. Joe says, Slay's wife, who I now understand why he's called Big Play Slay. Good for you, man. Hey, what happens when you got that straddle? Cowboys eyeing D-Hop. Cowboys eye everybody, but they don't make no moves. Yes, but we got a long way to go. I'm like 8 times 100. I just gotta. My goal is when I hit 50 to not be overweight anymore. That's my goal. So I'm giving myself time, so I don't feel like I have to like crash course. But keto works, but it's like so hard to go off of it and then go back on. Joey's making a movie. There's something about Philly 500. I'm sure that's going to be a great movie. I just want a cameo in it. That's all. He says, I think the Bears will snag Bijan Robinson. He won't last till 10. Yeah, I was thinking about that too. The Bears could take him. But then it comes back to that, hey, do you draft running backs early? I don't know. It's going to be interesting. Eagles will get Jalen Mills, and a lot of Eagle fans actually would be happy with that. They would be okay. Jeremiah says, I think we go defense first 2 picks, then try to give it a second. Could. It'll be interesting. I think you need at least 2 linebackers, to be honest with you. I think you need like 2. Isaiah said, Kiva's off of you. Missed those carbs though. Yeah, it works. I can see how it works. Like, to me, keto, the problem with keto is the whole thing where they say like you can eat whatever and you don't have to worry about counting your calories because ketones are like not the same as a regular calorie. I don't believe that. I think it's easy to overeat on keto. But I do think it works. I do like the way you're feeling it. But when you go off and on it, it's just too much. I need something that I can actually stick with. Sean Davis, a member for 6 months at Dingbat Nation. Shout out to you, man. He goes, love you, Philly. Did you want Slay back? I wanted Slay back, yeah. I didn't want to let Slay go, but I was willing to let Slay go if it meant Cjgj Gardner-Johnson. Like, if you would have said to me, all right, Philly, you have to choose Slay or CJ, I would have chose CJ. Like, so when they initially let him go and it sounded like it was for Cjgj Gardner-Johnson, I was also okay with it because it was getting him. But once I could get him back, yeah, of course, I wanted him back. I didn't really want him to go. I wanted him to restructure. The whole cool thing about Bradbury and him was the pairing. When you just got Bradbury back, it was like, yeah, okay, but that's great. But what about the other side? What's with you guys in Cilio, man? How long would it take to re-sign CJ? I don't think it was once they kind of know his value and he's willing to accept maybe a short-term deal. I don't think it'll take long. I think he's trying to get the most money he can. I don't think the safety position. I don't think he's getting what he wants, and he's taking his time. We just got to kind of be patient. It's not like, because I heard a couple people say, "Well, this is like Terrell Owens all over again," and they're losing respect for Cjgj Gardner-Johnson. But it's like, this isn't the same thing. Cjgj Gardner-Johnson is not under contract to play with the Eagles. He did not like go back on his contract, so I don't see it's the same thing. $500. What would you do if I donated $500? I don't know. That's so hard for me to say. I would say thank you. I'd be very thankful. I might do a white rerun. I might cry. I just may say thank you. I don't know. I don't know how I would act. I don't know. I don't know. I might just shut down. I might just call out sick. I don't know. The Latin Inferno says, if you're dying for food, add a cup of cottage cheese. Yeah. What I'm doing now though is not bad. Like I haven't been too hungry, so it's going good. You know, what I'm doing now is a lot easier to stick with, but it's a lot. It's not fancy. Would I twerk for you? No. I am doing intermittent fasting. Keto, I do think keto works. I do like how it feels. They're showing Cjgj Gardner-Johnson on TV right now. They're just talking about him. We got to get him back. I know, Jadis. I got to do Discord. I know. Cjgj had too many coverage busts in his zone. That's why he hasn't been paying. He'll be better this year. Well, I mean, he's not going to get the money he wanted, right? So if you're him, the question is do you take less money and just sign another contract, or do you say, I'm gonna take a 1-year deal and go prove it? I think that's what he's going to end up doing. I think he's going to end up with the Eagles for like a year. I really do. Maybe 2 years. I don't, Mariota saying where you sit on the center. I don't, you don't like the Mariota signing. Where do you sit? I love the Mariota signing. I love the Mariota signing. And here's why. We can't look at Marcus Mariota as the second overall pick or whatever he was in the draft, a franchise quarterback anymore. He's not that guy. So we got to bring our expectations down, to what he is. He's a backup quarterback. I think he went out last year. He threw 15 touchdowns as a starter with Atlanta, right? He had 15 touchdowns, and Daniel Jones had 15 touchdowns. Daniel Jones got $40 million. To me, what I like about Mariota is I think he's a good kid. I think he's a smart kid, and I think to come in and have to win a game or two, I think he can do that. And I like the fact that you're not going to have to change your whole offense around. So I think as a backup, I think it's a good signing. CJ will be back, but he doesn't want short-term. They're working on long-term as we speak. Now, you're saying this because this is what you think, or you heard? Give me the how do you speak with such authority, knowing? T. Hart Williams says 2-year deal for Chauncey. I have a good feeling about that. I would love it. I just want him back, Philly, the word is if you put your hat backwards, we get CJ back. There you go. Is that good? Provide Jones, appreciate this afternoon stream. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. The Pentagon should look into Dak Prescott and his very effective interception system. Can it stop a hypersonic Russian missile? That's a great question. I think you're right. I think we need to. Come on. Cooper Rush isn't better than Mariota. Come on. Stop. Yeah, hit that like button. Peace out. How many likes we got? We're at 418. We got to get to 500. We end the stream at 500. 500 for 500. If you're new, hit that like. Make sure you subscribe. 729 people in the chat. Appreciate you guys. Let's see. Philly Cat's the same dude. Mariota can run the 12 cannoli. There you go. Yeah, I'm gonna miss Miles too. Mariota does fumble enough. Yeah, he does. Well, listen, the thing about Mariota is this. We hope that he doesn't see the field. That's the best case scenario. He doesn't see the field. But if he has to play for 1 or 2 games, I think he can do that. Let's see. The Gabagool ear says, thanks for the stream, from it really entertaining. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I'll be streaming tomorrow. Now it'll be Philly Shakedown tomorrow night, Saturday. So I'll be doing that, and then I'm looking into like a more permanent, weekly, daily, hour stream or something like that. So look for that too. I'm still trying to work out. I'm trying to work out scheduling for that because I gotta get time at work. So fortunately, I'm only like 10 minutes from there. Philly Talk Podcast, Mike, what's going on, man? How are you? How are you doing, man? Mike, everybody, go sub up the Philly Talk Podcast if you haven't. He's the man. Young boy says, so I asked myself this. If CJ proves himself again with us and his money does go up, would we be able to sign him as far as 24-25 signing with the Jalen deal? In fact, I don't know. I don't know because I have no idea what the cap is going to be at that point. It's a good question. That's why the Eagles may want a 2-year deal. He might want a 1-year deal. I don't know. I feel like next 24, 48 hours, we'll get this thing taken care of. They're trying to give him slot corner. Yeah, because he played slot corner most of his career. He even played slot corner when Maddox was hurt. Yeah, they're definitely trying to do that, I'm sure, because it's going to be a lot cheaper. But he's got to hold tight. I think the best thing for him to do, really, is just come back to Philly on a short-term incentive-laden contract and then prove yourself and then hit the market again. That's what he should do. That's what I would do. 500, did you see that the wide receiver from A&M, he's who I want. He's our third wide receiver. Explosive returner. We need more. Yeah, we need somebody that can return a punt. That would be nice. Sean Davis said, I did not want Slay back. He's going down. Look, Slay's still a very, very good corner. I still think the Slay week 2 versus Minnesota, I still think he can be that guy. I think they need to use him in man more. But I think Slay for the next 2 years is fine. He'll be fine. But if you want to draft, if you love Weatherspoon or Gonzalez and you don't mind sitting them behind Slay and Bradbury to just learn for a couple of years, I'm okay with that. G. Benbat, what's going on? How are you? Read my last message, please. If I can find it. Oh, okay. Would you give Howie a call for me? Tell him to calculate the calculations of cornbread and sign CJ. I will. As soon as I get off the phone, I'm off of here. I'm going to call him up. I'm going to say, calculate the calculations of cornbread, put on your pocket pencil protector, and start writing some things down. You got it. You absolutely got it. FedQ. Where's FedQ? Shout out to Adrian FedQ. Bang, bang, Bird Gang. I like that. 500. The Dallas fans you have in your chat all time are idiots. They do whatever they can to troll. See, when you handle them the way I handle them, that's what they're left to. They just start speaking nonsense. if you go into another chat and they're in there, people flip out and give them all the attention, and that's what they want. I just know how to deal with it. Lamont says, "Will I bring back the Green Goblin?" I said this earlier. I'm neutral. I'm not gonna actively go out and try to get him. But if the Eagles want to bring him back, I'm fine with it too. Either way, I don't care. I mean, I don't think like he's so good at safety that we got to go bring him back. I just don't even know how good he is. You know, my favorite food is gnocchi. I think Derrick Henry trade went out the window when the Eagles signed Penny. Safety Jesse Bates signed a 4-year, $64 million. See, that's what CJ wants. Yeah, he's just not going to get it. Let's see. Just wait till these Pigeons fans have to watch on the couch coming playoff time. Are you going to keep it warm? Because, your team's always on the couch. That's why they call them the Couch Boys. Do I think the Green Goblin is better? I don't know. I kind of like Blankenship, and I kind of would let him play. I don't know. Where's your Howie shirt? It's in the closet. It's in the closet. Tiger Fly, a member for 18 months at Dingbat Nation. Shout out to you. He goes, "What's up? What do you do? What do you think about the Greedy Will?" I think the Greedy signing is a great depth signing. You need some more depth at corner. I think it's a good signing. He's young still, and he's got some upside. Good signing. I like it. I think the problem is CJ wants cornerback money, and he's only getting safety money. Quarterbacks are way paid than safety. I think he wants safety money, but from what I heard, he wants nickel corner. He wants slot corner money. Those are far different than an outside corner. So yeah, it is what it is. Matrimonal dudes, I hope tonight. You hope. I gotta see. Sometimes it has to be Saturday, but we'll see. Every day should be a matrimonial duty night. Dak pick Scott. I like that. So would you rather have Gibbs or Robinson? Bijan Robinson. Pass to Bijan. No, he's going to get a 1-year deal. He's going to take a 1-year prove-it deal. That's what I think he'll do. It's going to be interesting. Let's see. Last man, he asked him how old Jerry Jones is about. I think he's 2,982 years old today. Happy birthday to him. It's actually his birthday. Guy's older than dirt, you know. I think he's really old. 2,987 years old. I mean, I don't know what I'm going to look like when I'm 2,992 years old, you know. But I want to thank everybody for being here. I'm an hour and 18 minutes in. I have to go back. I have work to do. I got a lot of work to do. But I want to thank you guys for joining me today. If you're new, hit that like. Make sure you subscribe. We'll be streaming again. I'll be streaming tomorrow, 9 Eastern, with Joey Shakes. I'll have, I'm sure, a bunch of videos. Maybe Howie will let me sleep tonight. I don't know. Depends when we're signing these guys. But let me thank everybody for being here. I really appreciate it. Oh, let me look at this poll real quick. I want to see who people want. So who do people want? If you had to choose a running back, which running back would it be? 59% of people said Robinson, 28 Gibbs, 11 other, and 745 votes. That's pretty cool. So, yeah, I would go with Robinson too. I would have to go with Robinson too. You know. Unspelled says 500. I hope you check out Gates' video about our secondary. You have somewhat the same opinions. I haven't seen it yet, but it doesn't surprise me. It would be similar to him, because I seem like I agree with a lot of things he says. So that would not surprise me at all. But I will check it out because I think Gate City's great. I really do. I like him. All right, D-Hart, you have a great day too, man. Joe says, stay safe, everyone. Happy St. Patrick's Day to everybody. You guys be safe out there. Gabagool for 2 Robinson in the second round. I don't know if he'll be there in a second. Sean says, how many of the pollsters actually watch college football? How many of the pollsters? I don't have no idea. What would you say? You know, the people that voted for other were Cowboy fans, right? Exactly. Philly, drag my prior comment. Let me see if I can find it real quick. It's pretty hard to see here. Go back. This chat's moving pretty quick. I don't see it. You want to repost it? If you repost it, I'll wait a second and see if it shows up. Yeah, one move by Howie Roseman. Ryan, my man, what's going on? Come on, Philadelphia Eagles. Ryan Roman, shout out to him. He always sends me stuff on Twitter. Always giving me stuff. Shout out to him. He's like a private eye. Let's see. I don't see anything. Yeah, I don't see anything. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to have, of course, we're going to have Cowboy fans take us out. But shout out to you guys. I'll probably have a video out later, I'm assuming, one way or the other. And with that said, take care. I will talk to you later. I see that shot at me, NBA Nate. Philly 501 pound. I see it. You didn't sneak that thing in. You didn't see it. You didn't sneak it in. But don't be a dingbat. And it's 502 pounds, not 501. Peace.
One more play.
The officials are bad.
We had one
Yo,
more.
you gotta be motherfucking
You
kidding
gotta
me.
be kidding me. We have no time for one more play.
Look at this motherfucker
What are you doing?
running from
What
a.
are you doing?
To get off the field on 3rd down.
What was that bullshit?
That is not right.
Kellen Moore, he's got to be better, man. He wasn't.
Oh, that's some bullshit. What was that? We had no time for one more
He
play.
had an opportunity to win that game at the end.
But the referee screwed us.
Way, but, you know, this is just
The brother screwed us.
You know, I'm upset, but
The brother screwed
it
us.
is, man.
At least they fought back and tried.
Only Cowboys games.
Yeah, you literally.
The brother screwed us. The brother screwed us. Hi, Michael Anthony Fitness here, MAF.